So hello, welcome back. We are going to be playing with Valerian and working on all of his aspirations as a teenager. Don't really know what I'm going to have his aspiration as an adult be, but darn it, my goal is to finish his teenage aspiration before we age him up. So, with all of that, maybe we'll also work on personalizing the kids' rooms a little bit, just a little bit more so that they actually reflect their personalities. Because we do know that Balerion is a little bit of a flirt, he is a little bit of a player, but good hearted. A lesson loves his animals according to the books and loves his horse breeding in the books. No horses in The Sims 4, so can't exactly do horse breeding, but we might be able to get him some sort of an animal. Or maybe we'll have him take over the chicken coop and taking care of the chickens. And Narilka is our plant girl, so maybe we're going to have her start working on taking care of the garden a little bit more as we jump back into it. So let's just do it. All right, if I remember correctly, we were going to have all the kids head out so that we could work on Valerian's aspiration. It also looks like we have to wait for a lesson to maybe eat some food. So let's see here. Valerian needs to meet two more people in new locations and up his charisma skill. So you know what, Valerian? I know that you are having a wonderful time chatting, and it looks like maybe chatting with the girls via the internet, which will be going away soon. But you know what? Why don't you go say hi to your dad? Let's give him a heartfelt compliment. Maybe brighten his day, work on that charisma a little bit. Get off that computer. And once your brother is done with lunch, we're gonna head out to maybe we'll go to the Gnome's Arms. Maybe we'll go to the local pub, see if we can meet a few people, and then maybe we'll see where we go from there. Looks like Jemmy might be heading off to work, so you know what? A lesson is done eating. Valerian, let's take everybody traveling. Let's go with a lesson. And where is Norilka? There she is. We are going to head off and go somewhere with our siblings. Jemmy is off to work. Everybody's doing their thing. So let's go. Maybe we'll go over to Brindleton Bay. And did we already live in Brindleton Bay? Oh, we did. I'm dumb. Not Brindleton Bay. Let's go to Henford-on-Bagley. And we're going to go to the Gnome's Arms bar. We're going to have a good time. Valerian's going to meet a few people, and then he might peel off from his siblings. Just have a good old time. All right. Everybody is doing pretty good. They look like they're happy. Definitely. I am trying to move my characters around on here like I do in World of Warcraft, and that does not work. Unfortunately, it looks like we already know Ryland Pendleton, but you know what? We're going to work on our charisma a little bit too. You know, just kind of... Oh, friendly introduction. We do not know this lady. And it looks like we have now met someone new in all three locations that we needed to. So that actually works. Alright, well, you know what? Narilka, Alessan, you guys can do whatever you would like. Have a little bit of fun. Maybe we can all sit and do our homework? Nope, we have already done our homework. You know, we're just gonna have a lot of fun. Get to know people. brighten everybody's day, work on our charisma, work on Valerian being a charming young lad. All right. Well, we were already performing Brighten Day, but you know what? We'll accept it. Yeah, that's what I think. So I'm going to work on his charisma skill, and I will see you guys back when we are ready to maybe travel back home or to someplace else. Alright, Valerian is going to head over to the museum, I think, and we're just going to kind of run around, see who shows up here, you know, see what we can find. We've got books that we can read, things that we can, let's go view that statue there. Maybe we can dig up a few treasures, you know, just kind of hang out and have a good time. Maybe somebody interesting will show up. You never know. Everybody else kind of peeled off and is caring for themselves. You know what? Why don't you care for yourself, and you, Norilka, well, I was going to have her care for the garden, but she doesn't seem to be able to. So, maybe Valerian will meet this cranky child. Let's do a friendly introduction to that crabby child and see what's going on. But first, Valerian was having a good time studying that the anchor there. But yeah, let's go meet this angry child. See if we can brighten his day, make him a little bit happier. Hello, angry child. This is Cash Lewis. Ooh, Cash Lewis is definitely a cranky child. Let's try to calm him down, maybe brighten his day. Talk about video game strategies and the latest of the video games. This is a very cranky child. This is a good chance for Valerian to show his charm. Well, he seems to like us a little bit. I think we're cheering him up. You know, let's give him a heartfelt compliment. Maybe anything else that has anything to do with charisma. You know, tell him an engaging story. Unfortunately, this child seems to think that we're boring. All right, well, that's fine. We don't think we're boring. We're very exciting. And we're going to see if there's anything good in this pile of dirt. And then maybe we can even start a water balloon fight. That could be fun. I suppose we would need a few more Sims around to actually be able to do that. But, hey, we found a piece of limestone. Unfortunately, it looks like Valerian is a little bit on the sleepy side, so I am going to take him home, and we will see the whole family tomorrow. Alright, well, our boys seem to have woken up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm not exactly sure why. I didn't think I sent them to bed that early, but they are up and at 'em. Valerian, who happens to be a little bit on the stinky side, is going to take a bath and then make himself some breakfast. Looks like Alessin is having himself a nice sandwich. And then, I think Valerian is going to work on his charisma the boring way, which is we're going to have him read some charisma books. See if you can learn via osmosis. No, if it were osmosis, he would be sleeping on the books. But that is the grand plan for today. Once they get done with their breakfast and everything, we will get that started. Alright, there is Valerian going to make himself some breakfast. Well, Alessin maybe does the dishes. Maybe you could do some dishes there, my boy? Maybe? Ah, wait, gotta be on the right sim here. Valerian, you're in the way, and Alessin, you are also in the way. Alessin, clean up. Don't be a slob. He's like, no, I don't want to clean up. Alright, fine. You know what? Why don't you come out here and scatter some feed for the chickens, make sure that they are happy and healthy, and I will take care of the dishes. Valerian might actually hit level 3 or 4 of cooking here in just a second. Cooking level 3. Good job. And I somehow put that plate on the floor. That was not where it needed to go. But, you know, you do what you do. They're going to be so sad when I take away their computer. I'm going to be sad when I take away their computer. That means I'm going to have to think of new ways to keep them entertained. Well, they'll still have their phones, because I can't take those away from the Sims in The Sims 4. But, oh well, life goes on. Alright, a lesson. You know what? You are not having any fun, but you know what? You can have all kinds of fun by maybe socializing, maybe show that black hen your dance moves, maybe pet the brown hen, and you know, we can maybe just play with the black rooster. Maybe that'll work. And if Narilka ever gets up, she could start in the garden. But Valerian, as soon as you are done with that, I need you to read Charisma Volume 1. And I will put away that food for later. So that's going to be our day. Narilka, are you planning on getting up soon? She will be getting up any second now. That seems like a good idea. You can use the restroom, maybe grab some leftovers, and then, you know what? Why don't you sell all of the produce and maybe spray this area for bugs and water. And thus goes our family. Not an exciting day, but you know what? A day to build skills. Hopefully. Alright, well, these guys are all going to do their thing, and we'll catch up if anything exciting happens. Alright, so Valerian has graduated to practicing pickup lines in the mirror. I think he's actually going to hit his level 4, which means we are building skills like mad. Look at that, we did it. Alright, now we need to have 12 friends and hit level 6 of our charisma skill. So you know what? Oh, he just sprayed on the axe. Didn't know that they had any axe body spray on Pern, but you know, because this is The Sims, we have to make some allowances here. But you know what? I think he is doing really good. Narilka is out here just learning all about gardens. Narilka, I'm seeing some bugs over here. Let's spray this area for bugs after you get done watering everything. Can't have bugs on our plants. And a lesson. You would like to fish in one more location. Well, you know what, a lesson? Why don't you maybe head over here to the pier and see if we can maybe fish over here. Can we fish in any of these spots? You know, alright, well, let's let him travel. We will take him by himself to go out fishing in a third location. Alright, where can we take him? Well, you know what? We're going to take him over here. Yep, right over here, please. Because I do believe that there is a fishing pier near this bar. So, we are going to take him out, let him go fishing. and see what he can catch. Hopefully there is a place to go fishing around here. Maybe. Because if there's not, I'm going to feel really dumb. Might be feeling really dumb about now. Nope, looks like we can go fishing right over here. Why don't you go fishing over there, a lesson? And he is doing fantastic on this new skill day. But we're going to switch back over to Valerian. Let's switch control back over there, and we'll call a lesson home once I see that he's tired. But a lesson is working on his skills. Everybody is skilling up. We are doing fantastic. He is having a great time. He is so proud of himself. Helps if I do this right. There we go. Let's practice our speech a little bit more. And we're just going to let them keep on working on it. Actually, let me see. What does Narilka want to do? She needs to find peaceful surroundings and maintain harmony. Well, you know what, Narilka? Why don't you take a bath with rose petals? And, yeah, we're just going to let them keep on building skills. Alright, and I did a little bit of looking, and to find peaceful surroundings, Narilka needs to either smell incense, listen to New Age music, or read a wellness book. So we are going to have her maybe read a little bit of this wellness book if I can find it. That's herbology, that's logic. There we go. She can read Wellness, Volume 1, The Mind and Body Connection. And Bethany, why don't you clean up that? There you go. Great idea. Clean up that thing. It smells disgusting. And Valerian is kicking butt on all of this. A lesson is doing good. Hopefully he will catch something. Let's switch back over to him and see how he's doing on this whole fishing thing. If this loading screen ever stops being annoying. A lesson, you were supposed to be fishing, my dude. Now, where was that fishing jetty? Was it way over here? No, it was around here somewhere. I remember I saw it. There we go. Alright, let's go fishing. I don't think he listened to me before because he did not catch a fish at 3 different locations. Alright, how are you doing? We want to build a skill in wellness. Thank you very much. Alright. I think we have to stick with it here. Alright, we have done it. Now he has to fish for 10 hours, mount or bowl 5 different fish, and get level 4 of his fishing skill. So that sounds absolutely wonderful. We'll stick with him for a few minutes till he catches a fish, and then we'll take him back home. One of the good things is he actually can fish at home. Interesting. Looks like a big old salmon. It was a salmon. Do I know my fish or do I know my fish? I don't really know my fish. I got lucky on that one. Alright. A lesson. You can go ahead and go home. And in the meantime, we will switch control over to Valerian and see what's going on back at the house. Alright, as this day is coming to a close, it is somehow winter, so I'm going to have Jemmy work on upgrading all the fireplaces so that we don't have any more fires. In the meantime, Narilka is reading her wellness book, and Valerian is having a lovely conversation with his mother, while a lesson is out collecting the chicken eggs And the coop looks like it's already clean, which is good. I think we're going to have him start mounting some of these fish. We are going to totally mount that fish. And maybe even put it up on his wall. You know, we'll put that fish right up there on the wall for him. That is fantastic. And then we're going to put these eggs away. Not too bad. We have eggs everywhere. And I think the family is doing pretty good. Jemmy, thank you for upgrading that one. You're feeling a bit stinky, but why don't you upgrade that one into a fire guard too? We're going to keep him working on upgrading all of this stuff because we don't want fires, and that is our source of heat. So, but it looks like all of the kids are going to have school in just about another day. Not too far away, but not too close. So we're going to keep working on our skills. All right, we have just about wound up new skill day. Let's see how everybody's doing. Bethany still needs to skill up in something. Is there anything she can get close to? What is she closest to? How is her knitting? Not all that close. What is she closest to? Guitar? All right. You know what? Why don't you go do a little bit of practicing on your guitar? Jemmy is kicking butt. He still has not actually made it, though. Well, what can he work on? You know what? We're going to have him work on his jokes after he takes a shower. Uh-oh. I'm not sure what I want to be when I grow up, and all my friends seem to have it all figured out. How do I figure it out for myself? Pick something you like, Norilka. Bethany advised Norilka. Good job. Alright, Bethany, are you going to actually do that whole guitar thing? And there is a chicken wandering through the house. Alright, but it looks like Norilka got her new skill, Alessin got his new skill, and Valerian has crushed it. So our kids are actually doing fantastic. I will give them all 5 points. The rooster is just wandering through the house. I'm not even going to ask why. We're just going to roll with it. Alright. You know what, Norilka? You need to use the restroom. How is everything else looking? Other than that, you're actually doing pretty good. Jemmy is gonna get something to eat, and then I'm sure he has a skill he can still work on. Comedy. That definitely sounds good. Maybe you can go over here and tell some jokes to your son. Tell him a knock-knock joke. Maybe joke about politicians. Maybe even joke about old times. And Bethany, I don't think you need to go to bed yet, my love. Oh, actually she does. Well, her new skill day will be awful, but I think everybody else is going to have a pretty darn good one. So that works for me. Alright, Norilka, before you go to bed, why don't you just meditate just a little bit. Work on that wellness skill. Get it up a little bit. Valerian is over here flirting with himself in the mirror. But you know, you gotta practice somehow. But yeah, I think overall, this was a very successful weekend for our kids. Next week, we will see if we can get them through an entire week in The Sims while we work on their skills and, you know, get them that much closer to adulthood. So, from all of our Sims here in the family, have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next one.